driving down the drive yesterday. Saw some damage. I'm gonna have to take care of that because the last thing I want to do is let it sit for too long because it's just gonna get worse. Well, we have finally made it back to the acreage. It is 4 a.m. and I am tired. I drove all night long. We left at 10 p.m. 6 hours later, we are now back home. Got the kids taken up to their bedrooms, backed up the travel trailer, unhooked it, plugged it into the power. We're gonna let it sit, worry about it tomorrow morning. But wanted to check on the chickens quick. My buddy came out, he grabbed some eggs. Not really sure what day he came out, but I was looking at security footage. I have a camera on the barn, and it took some images, took some videos of raccoons right up against the fence. There's a family, looks like a mom or dad and like 3 or 4 little ones, back and forth right along the fence during day, during night, kind of all over the place. So I want to just come up here, double check, make sure everything's okay before I call it at night. Yeah, because it's way too late to worry too much about this. But I mean, I can hear the chickens. I mean, I don't see any. I mean, I think I got this thing on like lockdown. I mean, I think something's really gonna have to work pretty hard to get in to this little run behind me. But let's take a peek inside the barn quick. Oh, there you all are. Looking good. Looking good. Got a little one over there. Hey guys. Got some more little ones down there. Oh yeah, there's a few down in there. I think we're looking good. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hey, hey. Yeah, you. But yeah, I think we're looking good. I don't see any sign of raccoon. Let's check out their food here. Oh, not bad. That's about perfect. There's probably about 15 pounds worth left in there. The water tank. Oh yeah, that is really full. So I think we did pretty good with the amount of food and water we left for them. Oh yeah, there's a little one coming out right now. Hey buddy. Oh, he must have came out pretty recent because there is only a few eggs. Ooh, poopy, dirty eggs in there. Whew. Kind of warm in there. But yeah, looks like the chickens are doing good. Now on the way in, and I'll show you guys this tomorrow, we had a huge amount of rain. I was getting warnings on my phone saying that the property was in tornado watches, tornado warnings, thunderstorm warnings. It was crazy, and I think we must have had a ton of rain because on the way in, driving in tonight, I noticed some damage on the driveway, which we'll probably take care of tomorrow, but I will show you that then. Chickens are good, dog is good, camper's plugged in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, it's officially the next day. It's actually like 2 in the afternoon. I slept until about 10:30 this morning. I didn't get to sleep till almost like 5 a.m. by the time I got in the house, unwind a little bit more, and finally fell asleep sometime around 5 a.m. I woke up about 10:30 a.m. So running on fumes, but it feels good to get outside again. Like I said, driving down the drive yesterday, saw some damage. I'm gonna have to take care of that because the last thing I want to do is let it sit for too long because it's just gonna get worse. Part of it's right there. I don't know if you can see that. We had some, yeah, you can't really see that at all, but we had some crazy amount of rain that must have came through and just tore up the driveway. Here's part of, this is right in front of the house. It's like a little mini ravine all the way up, and it ran all the way down. And it got to a point where it took the whole top layer off and it actually exposed the underlaying rock, which I've never seen before. It's all dark black, like purple and stuff. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, that's all underneath there. And it's a good, I mean, camera's not showing you, but it's a good 2 to 3 inches deep. And there's actually more all the way down. I mean, it must have just been like a river. There's one right here front of me again. Kind of hard to see, but it is there. And I have some more on the very beginning of the driveway too. But it's supposed to rain tonight and then again for like the next 3 or 4 days. And I haven't even mowed my lawn going on 10 days now, maybe 11, because I mowed before the trip. The trip was about 7 to 8 days long, mowed before that. So I mean, it is looking pretty gnarly and all the rain did not help. So I've got super, super tall grass that needs to get mowed. So I'm gonna try to accomplish that right now and see if we can still fit in the driveway repairs later this afternoon before the rain kicks in. All right, just gotta run to the barn quick, grab the mower, might do a quick deck cleaning just because the grass is so tall. Might help shoot that grass out a little bit better. There we go. A few more inches to at least be able to sneak under here, maybe clean some of this up a bit. Oh yeah, it's pretty gnarly. It's one thing I've always neglected was cleaning out under the deck. I don't know why, I think I was always in a hurry. But man, when you clean the deck out, you get so much more airflow. That helps to push that grass out. And even when the grass is super tall, like it is right now, I mean, I can basically go full speed with this mower. And it cuts really, really nice. It doesn't leave like the little mohawks behind. It doesn't leave anything extra hanging out. It just seems to just cut really good. So definitely worth a few extra minutes to clean this darn thing out. Now, ideally, I would just drop the deck, pull the mower out, and flip the deck up and have really good access to it, but that does take a few more extra minutes, undoing all the pins and whatnot. But I think I'm gonna get a pretty good cleaning right here, right now. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Getting the big stuff out of the way for sure. Especially this side where it discharges out. It always seems to collect right there. That looks pretty good. Yeah, so on a good day, like when I'm mowing every five days roughly, I can do my entire lawn in like 2 to 2.5 hours. And that's going like full bore. Fast this thing can move. And like today's grass, which is extremely long, it's definitely gonna take a little bit longer, but with this deck clean, it's gonna cut a lot of that wasted time off, and it's just gonna look that much better and allow me to not have to mow like immediately after. Sometimes I have to mow once, and it feels like I have to go out like 3 days later and mow again because it just left so much crud behind. Just about got her. Yeah, there's a lot more on here than I thought. think that's gonna do it right there. Yeah, that's not too bad. Whew, man, it is hot. It's like 94 degrees. I'm already drenched in sweat. But yeah, lawn needs mowed. I've got about 3 acres of lawn, so that's why it takes so darn long to do. And that's not including weed eating. So if I weed eat, I got a lot of trees, a lot of stuff to weed eat around. That's another good half an hour on top of it. But days like today, I'm just gonna fly through it, get it mowed down. I'm not gonna worry about weed eating. I don't have any company coming over, don't have nothing going on. But so yeah, the front 3 acres of my property is all lawn that I mow as of right now. Maybe someday I'll turn some into pasture or into some sort of grazing area for animals. We will see. So originally, I was gonna grab my side-by-side, hook up to my driveway, drag the driveway in hopes of collecting enough rock that it maybe would spread and fill these giant voids that were left by the storms. But at the end of all this damage, there's actually little piles of rock that was left behind where the storm damage stopped moving my rock. And I figured I might do a better job with the loader. I can scrape some of that back and maybe pull it into these voids, and then maybe I can use the loader in the float function and maybe kind of do some even spreading and hopefully get it spread out throughout the drive, make it look a little bit prettier. So if you follow the path all the way down the driveway, and then you got your second path right there, all the way down to here. There it is. There is a pretty good, again, the camera doesn't show much, but there is a good pile of all the gravel from up above. So this is what I'm gonna try to scrape back with the loader and see if I can fill some of these voids. So you can really see where I'm dragging that gravel, and it's pulling it and it's filling it in pretty darn nicely. And then I hit the float and it just kind of glides over it, leaving a nice, pretty level and consistent amount of rock. This will pull quite a bit out of that. That's leveled out pretty nice. Now I just got right in front of the house, I got this giant one right there. I got quite a bit of rock down here, so I'm gonna scrape this upward into that entire void. That's probably the deepest one here. And I think I have a couple more down on the other side of the driveway. So get at it, we're almost done. That actually worked pretty darn slick. The problem I was having in this spot was as I was backing up, I was hitting the grass. I didn't want to drive up there, so I only could drag back so far. So that is my driveway drag. And every time I pull it to that location, it always pulls a bunch of rock with it. So there's a nice big pile of extra rock. So I was back dragging it into my main part of the driveway, into a nice pile right at the tip of that storm damage. And then from there, I was able to pull it up and into the driveway and really fill that whole thing. I mean, it filled it completely in really nice. And the whole driveway up here looks pretty darn good. Now there's some lines left from my loader, which is fine because once I actually drag the drag down this thing, it's gonna really spread it nice and even. It's kind of hard to, I mean, you can feather that thing so much, but I actually have a lot of gravel. I got, was it 50 some tons? No. I don't know. I spent $1,800 last year on rock just for my driveway. So we have a ton of rock on this thing. We just got to get it spread out and stuff. So it's really thick up here and it just gets thinner as it goes down that way. But you can actually see right down there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Boom, right there. There's another little washout right there. We're going to take care of that really quick and then head down farther in the driveway. And I think there's one more small one too. So these should be pretty quick. These should be fairly easy to do. One more to go down here, so it's going to be about, I don't know, my driveway is about 1/3 of a mile long, so it's a good 1/4 of a mile down yonder. Hope it's the last one. I'm pretty sure it's just one down there. Got a bunny rabbit. Oh, 2 more. just like that, I think we have accomplished our goal for today. Got the lawn mowed, plus we got the driveway fixed, repaired. It's supposed to rain for the next couple days. Not so heavy, nice and light, so it should absorb into the driveway really nice, which then will allow me to drag the actual drag across this and really work up the gravel and lay a nice, smooth, even layer of gravel down the entire driveway. Hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll see you next time. Later.